Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bracket Fantasy Sports Cards. We are in Heat 2 of the Fantasy Rip League. This is Week 7 of the NFL season, so Week 3 of Heat 2, and that will mean that there are 4 of us left of the 4 who originally started. Had a little bit of a small turnout this time. Hopefully Heat 3 picks up, and we can get, I'm hoping, upwards of 7 or 8 people involved, but just 4 this time. So I took the week off last week and took advantage of a little loophole because I didn't need to make points to be in the top 4 when there were only 4 of us. And I had a lot going on, so skipped last week, but I'm back this week because this time we actually have to set a lineup. We need points because, well, we got to get there. So we're going to open a blaster box of 2023 Illusions, a Contenders Mega Box for 23, and one select value pack just because I have a few of them and I like to throw it in the mix because I like select. And I'm not a huge fan of Contenders or Illusions, but we can use what I like to refer to as junk product, like Illusions and Contenders, to play the game of Fantasy Rip League. So that's another way to make kind of boring, basically, cards a lot more fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to rip these. We're going to set a fantasy lineup for week 7, and we're going to try to get as many points as we can with these handy fantasy point multipliers that you see below. So the Contenders is going to come with, hopefully, 1 autograph and 2 memorabilia cards. I picked up a few of these. I think I have 2 or 3 left before the season started, because it seems like sort of a cheat code for Fantasy Rip League with the 1 autograph and the 2 memorabilia cards. However, I opened one in week 1, and the 2 mem cards were actually all 3 hits that I got were all unusable. So hopefully it comes around this time. It'll be a miracle to hit one of them where a player isn't injured, because half of the NFL is on IR right now. It's been a rough season. And we're going to try to avoid getting any Dallas Cowboys or Chicago Bears because those are the 2 teams on bye this week. So without further ado, let's just get into it. We'll start with Illusions. Not, as I said, not a big fan of Illusions. I won't be sad to see it go, but there is some cool stuff in there. Just as a whole set, it's a bit lacking. Cards are kind of hard to see, and the parallels are weird, but they do have some cool acetates in there, and you can get autographs, some cool stuff. So let's see what we can pull out of 2023 Illusions. Tank Dell just offered a trade to get Tank Dell. So in my regular league, we'll see if I can pick him up. Love Tank Dell. DeAndre Swift, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Matthew Stafford on the green parallel. So that could be playable. We'll see. And Jordan Love, Shining Stars. Like Jordan Love, this is not a parallel or anything. So times 1, I probably will get a parallel of some quarterback. So we're going to keep that out of the lineup for now. But I do like Jordan Love a lot. All right. Harrison Butker. We got a kicker. Always good to have a kicker. We'll throw that in the potential pile. Ryan Tannehill. Aiden Hutchinson. Poor Aiden Hutchinson with the broken tibia and fibula. He's going to be out for at least the whole season. Wish him a speedy recovery, though. It's always fun player to watch. Derek Carr. Jamar Chase. Is that... No, that's not a parallel. It's just hard to read the names, and they're shiny, but kind of in a bad way. Not a fan of Illusions. Clyde Edwards-Helaire on the parallel. Not playing Clyde for sure. Oh, got an acetate on this one. So Austin Eckler. Got a Kyler. Love Kyler, but probably not playing a base Kyler. CJ rookie. Not bad. Always good to get a CJ Stroud rookie. Dak Prescott, who severely let me down last week. That was terrible. Lamar Jackson on the green. Okay, so One of the matchups that I'm really looking forward to this week, Baltimore, Tampa Bay, should be a great game. Unfortunately, Tampa Bay's defense is a little better than I like to play my quarterback against, but Lamar times 2, you can't really go wrong with that. And a Jalen Hyatt Mystique acetate rookie. And I don't think any of those are going to be playable. So, nice Lamar. Tua, out. Josh Allen. Patty Mahomes. There's a Derrick Henry, who, even without a multiplier, is, in the running. Jared Goff. And Illusionists, Deontay Johnson. Possibly. Not a parallel, I believe. So, probably not playing Deontay, but Ramondre. Roshan Johnson. Michael Mayer. James Conner. Against the Chargers this week. Possibly. Is it possible? Zay Flowers. Rookie. That's nice. And a green Trevor Lawrence. Boo. T-Law's been hard to play this week, but just since it's a multiplier, I'll put it in the potential pile. But T-Law has been, the whole Jags team has been hard to watch. Tank Bigsby, although, has been a bright spot on the otherwise marred season. But Tank's been doing well. Zach Charbonnet. Marvin Mims. Mike Gesicki. Charbonnet, 5 out of 125. So we got a numbered Charbonnet. If Kenneth Walker wasn't playing, this would be a gimme. But you never know. And Austin Eckler on the Shining Stars. All right, that'll do it for Illusions. We'll set that to the side. Let's jump into Select next. Get this value pack out of the way. Brenton Strange got a tight end on the back. All right, Patty Mahomes. Lambjack. Joe Klecko. Keon White. Mark Andrews. Ramondre. Okay. Zay Flowers. CJ Stroud on the numbers. Not bad. Tommy DeVito. Saquon. Alex Singleton. Tommy DeVito again. Drew Sanders. JSN. These cards are maybe just too shiny. There we go. JSN and Brenton Strange for the tight end. Not with his situation currently. Okay, let's jump into Contenders. See what we can get out of this bad boy mega box. 1 auto, 2 mem cards, and a whole bunch of garbage base cards. I believe you can get numbered cards out of here too, but wouldn't count on it. But even if we don't get the auto, we should get points. So that's something, because a lot of the autos are not as worth as much as the points. Hey, CJ on the back. Let's go ahead and start with that one. Rookie Stallions, CJ. Pretty nice. Gotta love a CJ. All right, we got Butker, Geno Smith, Russell Wilson, who I heard that the Steelers, for some reason, are considering starting this week. And I don't know why they would do that, because Fields has been playing fine. So I don't know why they would go to Russell Wilson. Michael Thomas, Miles Sanders, Derwin James Jr., Christian McCaffrey, red. That's not going to help us. Micah Parsons, red. Not going to help us. Patty Mahomes. Okay, so we got Patrick Mahomes on the bronze. It's another multiplier. Desmond Ridder, Shaquille Leonard, Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, Von Miller, Jimmy G, and David Carr, draft class believe I got that in the last mega box. All right, I'm not sure which of these packs has the... there's a lot of cards in each pack, so sometimes it's hard to feel out the mem. Is that a Bijan? It's a nice Bijan, all right. Stuck with the Bijan. Okay, ooh. Bijan, red parallel, red foil parallel. Bijan times 2, absolutely. Patrick Surtain, Jamal Williams, Bryce Young, Max Crosby, another CJ rookie. George Pickens. Ooh, Derrick Henry red. All right. Jair Alexander, I like that. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I like that. Those are all parallels. Michael Pittman, TJ Watt, Mike Gesicki, Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, now a Jet. Mike Evans, Aaron Jones, and a Hendon Hooker. Draft class contenders. Definitely not playing that. But I like Amon-Ra. I like the Bijan. Those are all pretty nice. Deshaun Watson, definitely not playing Deshaun Watson. Tyreek Hill, Kyle Pitts, ETN, Nick Bosa, Cortland Sutton, Derek Carr, Hassan Reddick, parallel, Joe Burrow, parallel, Kayvon Thibodeau, parallel, DeAndre Swift, Justin Fields, Cooper Kupp could be back this week, James Conner, Jonathan Taylor, CeeDee Lamb, Peyton Manning, draft class contenders, and the Jalen Hyatt rookie Stallions. All right. I guess, hopefully, these 3 packs have our 3 hits. So we're still expecting 2 mems and an auto. And I don't see a mem in here. So maybe an auto? Chase Claypool, Joey Bosa, Jahan Dotson, Dalton Schultz, Nick Chubb, Justin Jefferson. I'll put him there even though he's not a parallel. Gotta love the guy. Drake London parallel like that. Foye Oluokun, awesome. Parallel even, but I believe he's on IR. I know he's on IR. Odell Beckham Jr., not playing that. Ramondre, Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jair Alexander, Hassan Reddick, Joe Burrow. Shoot, we got points. And Quentin Johnston, draft class contenders. So the cool thing about points is that we can use this to add a multiplier to any card we want. So it's kind of like a wild card, but it's only an additional 1. So we'll see what we do with that. But no auto. No auto. I can't imagine them stiffing us on the mems, though, because what would be the point in that? What's that? Okay, that's not on the back. All right, good. Brian Robinson Jr., who I really like. Kenny Pickett, Myles Garrett, Harrison Smith, Justin Tucker, Trevor Lawrence, DK Metcalf, Ramondre, Josh Jacobs on the red, Baker Mayfield, but against Baltimore. But he's been outstanding. I'll leave it there just as an option. DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Watson, Devonta Smith, Jamar Chase, Matthew Stafford, Kyler Murray, and Stetson Bennett. See, this is what I'm talking about. Most of these are going to be like rookies that are playing. Stetson Bennett is not going to do us any good at all. And Aiden O'Connell and Jacorian Bennett, round number 4. So Stetson Bennett, yay. All right, this one better be a banger. This better be Bijan or CJ. Something good. Something good, please. There is a mem card. All right, Kirk Cousins, Lamar Jackson, Nick Bolton, Tyler Lockett, Aiden Hutchinson, Daniel Jones, Sam Hubbard on the red, Tua red, Buda Baker, copper, Jalen Hurts, Sam Hubbard, Tua, Drake London, Oluokun, Christian McCaffrey, Micah Parsons, Trey Tucker. Okay, it's something. It's something. I don't know if I want to trust him, but times 4 is pretty good. And Quentin Johnson, Jordan Addison, round numbers. Those two have been playing pretty well this year. It's a cool card. All right, so at least we got, I mean, it's not much better than the first one where they weren't usable at all. This one, at least I got the points, which I can apply to anybody, so that's nice. And Trey Tucker, we'll see. We'll see. So I'm going to pause real quick, take a look at this, and I'll be right back with my lineup. All right, guys, we are back. Went through the lineups, looked through all the cards again. Ended up going a little heavy on one particular team, and I probably shouldn't do that, but it is what it is. All right. Sam Hubbard is going to represent the Cincinnati Bengals defense on the red parallel times 2. Division game against Cleveland. Cleveland's been playing terrible lately, so hopefully the Bengals do well. We're going with Justin Tucker. No multiplier. Justin Tucker times 1 for our kicker defensive player. Trey Tucker, we're rolling out one of our actually playable mem cards. Trey Tucker times 4. He's kind of up in the air. He's had some really good games, and then like last week he had zero catches. I think he had 0.5 fantasy points. So he must have got a tackle in there somewhere. So hopefully he goes back to, hopefully AOC can find him. Drake London for Atlanta on the red parallel. That's going to be our WR1. Atlanta's been playing pretty great lately. Derrick Henry on the red parallel is going to be our RB1. Bijan, red foil parallel rookie Stallions. Cool card. Bijan times 2. I know, Mark Andrews. We didn't pull really, I mean, we got a Brenton Strange and I think one other tight end. This is the only parallel one, but I still believe Mark Andrews. This is the game. This is going to be their toughest matchup of the year, I believe, so far. Should be a great game. I think Lamar's going to have to go to Andrews, and we got a multiplier here. So Mark Andrews on the die cut times 2 for a tight end. And then continuing with that Ravens theme, we're going to play Lambjack. One of the tougher matchups for a quarterback, but you gotta go with the future MVP. And I think it's going to be such a great game. I could have gone either way. Could have played Baker times 2 as well, but I don't know. Going with Lamar. Stick with the hot hand. And I am using my 250 Panini points to multiply Lamar Jackson from times 2 to times 3 for the wild card. All right, that is our lineup. Wish us luck. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.